ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं स्वस्तनूभिः इन्द्रो शांति शांति शांति। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। विश्वस्यात्मविवक्षायाम् आदि सामान्यमुत्कटम्। देन मात्रा संप्रतिपत्तौ स्यात् आप्ति सामान्यमेव च। That matra sampratipattav is a vyakyanam upon, it is a repeated vyakyanam from Vishwasyatma Vivakshayam. It is a commentary, that is matra sampratipattav is a vyakyanam of Atva Vivakshayam ityasya vyakyanam matra sampratipattav iti. It is only Vishwaka when we have to make a oneness. Vishwa means the Virat. Vishwa is the general. Vaishvanara is indeed the Vishwa. When we make the equation, that is Vishwa is Vaishvanara. Before that, it is only Vishwa. Vishwasya Atma Vivakshaya. When we have to make the waking state is indeed Vishwa, then we have to do Matra Sampratipattav. What is the similarity between the two? Adi Samanyamutkatam. The waking state is the first state, first pada, and the Akara is the first letter. And the first letter, first akshara. Matra Sampratipattav says Apti Samanyameva. Just as the Virat, Vishwa is the Virat only. Vishwa is Vaishvanaraha. He is Vishwaha, he is Naraha. He is both the Vishwa and Naraha. And he is indeed, he pervades the whole Jagat, the first pada. Vaishvanara pervades the whole first pada. And the Akara also pervades the whole language. And therefore it is, because of this similarity, is considered to be, the first pada is considered to be the Akara. Then the second is Tailsasya Utto Vivaksha Jnane Utkarshaha Drishyate Sputam. Taijasa is indeed, when we say the Ukara, it takes a greater effort. That is Utkarsha. The dream is nothing but the Utkarsha, the extra effort of the waking state. It is an impression of the waking state. You have to get impressed, and then it has to appear as an object, etc. And therefore it is Utkarsha. Therefore Utkarsha is in the Taijasa and Utto Vijnana. So Vijnana Utkarsha Drishyate Sputam. Drishyate means it is seen. Sputam very clearly. What is seen? Utkarsha. Utkarsha means extra effort is seen. Matra Sampratipattav is a Vyakyanam upon Taijasya Utto Vijnane iti. Uvayatvam tathavidam. Uvayatvam, Tejas is in between Hiranyagarbha. Tejas is between Vaishvanara and Ishvara. And in the same manner, the dream is in between. The Ukara is in between Akara and Makara. And therefore, because of this similarity, Matra Sampratipatto Syat, Ubhayatvam Tadhavidam. Ubhayatvam means the between the two. The waking and the sleep is the dream, and similarly the Akara and Makara is in between this is Ukara, and therefore that is the similarity. Between the two is the Ukara and Makara. Akara and Makara, between the two is the Ukara. Similarly, between the Jagrat and Soba, between Jagrat and Sushupti is the Swapna. Ubhayatvam Tathavidam. Tathavidam means similarly. Sthanam Ubhayatvam. Ubhayatvam means Ubhayatvam. They are indeed. Ubhayatvam, they are indeed. Ubhayatvam means Ubhayatvam. It belongs to both either. It is in between. That is called Ubhayatvam. Ubhayatvam means it belongs to the dream belongs to the waking. The dream belongs to the sleep also. It is in between. That is Ubhayatvam. Makara bhave prajnasya manasam samanyam utkatam. Makara bhave prajnasya. Makara bhave, in Makara has to be understood as Ma. Ma is the Matra, Prajnasya. It is being Makara bhave prajnasya. Prajna is considered to be Makara. Mana samanyam. What is the similarity? Prajna, mana samanyam. Mana is measuring, samanyam utkatat. Utkatam means drishyate. Mana samanyam means just as the Makara measures the Akara and Ukara, similarly Sushupti measures the Jagrat and Swapna. Jagrat and Swapna are measured by Sushupti. Measured means it's like goes in, they're born of these two are born of Sushupti and sustained by Sushupti, and will go back into Sushupti. They have Laya in Sushupti, they're born of Sushupti. Every Navra is born of Sushupti, and it has Laya in Sushupti. And therefore, Makara bhave prajnasya mana samanyam utkatam. Mana samanyam utkatam means it is drishyate iti. Matra sampratipattav, that is a Vyakhyanam too. Laya samanyam evacha, and also Laya samanyam. Laya is in the same. Laya is in Ishvara. Laya is done in the same way, just as the Jagrat and Swapna are created from the Sushupti. They are born of Sushupti and they have Laya in Sushupti. Sushupti is Aksharam. Sushupti from as Anubhava, it is absolute, but Sushupti as the Parameshwara is in the Jagat Karanam. It is Jagat Karanam. And therefore, Sushupti Makar Bhave Prajnasya Mana Samanyam Utkatam Matra Sampratipattavatu Laya Samanyam. These two, Laya Samanyam, and in fact, Sushupti is considered to be the Makara because of the two similarities. It is three similarities. That is, just as Makara is something that measures the Akara and Ukara, and Sushupti also, the Pada, Sushupti Pada, third Pada also some measures the first two Padas, the Jagrat and Swapna. And therefore, it is considered to, it measures, and then the Jagrat and Swapna are born of the Sushupti, are sustained by Sushupti and go back into Sushupti. Laya also. Laya Samanyam Utkatam. Laya Samanyam Memucha. Laya Samanyam Lakshana. Laya Samanyam is only the similarity of Laya. Similarity of the birth, similarity of the stay, similarity of Laya is the same. Because of this similarity, Makara is considered to be, Makara is likened to Prajna. Prajnasya, Makara Bhave Prajnasya. Prajna means here we should take as Parameshwara. Parameshwara is Jagat Karanam. And therefore, just as Parameshwara is Jagat Karanam, Parameshwara is indeed Jagat Karanam. Parameshwara understood is Nirvishesham. This is what is to be understood. Trishu Dhamasu Yat Tulyam Samanyam Veti Nishchitaha. Similarly, Trishu Dhamasu, in all the three dhamas, in all the three states, Yat Tulyam, Samanyam. What is Yat Tulyam means Samanyam. Yat Tulyam means what is the same. Samanyam, what is the same to all the three states. Veti Nishchitaha. Veti. Idameva एतद् वेत्ति एतदिति एवमेव एतदिति निश्चितः यः सः पूज्यः वन्द्यश्च ब्रह्मलोके भवति वन्द्यश्चैव महामुनिः निश्चितः means with determinedly, clearly, with clarity understands स पूज्यः, that person becomes पूज्यः. Pujya means he becomes worshipful. Sarva Bhutanam, he becomes worshipful for all. Vanjascha, he is to be saluted. Mahamuni, he is a great thinker. And he is present in Brahmaji, in Brahmaloka Bhavati. He is present only in Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka is a matter of belief, I understand. Yes, but then there are so many. Even Karyakarana Bhava is a matter of belief. Karyakarana Bhava, the Shruti, the Karma Kanda, whatever it says, it's a matter of belief only. But then here we can understand that there is a karma, as is the karma, so is the phalam. In the society, when you see the people becoming happy and unhappy for no reason, even though they have not worked for the happiness, they have not worked for unhappiness, the happiness comes, the unhappiness comes, and therefore we can say there is a law of karma. It cannot be traced to this life, because in this life they experience the happiness and unhappiness, and they, even though they have not worked for it, it descends on their head, and therefore whatever descends on their head is considered to be prarabdha. Therefore there is a law of karma. Even if you give the same amount of money to all these people of the society, but there will be some differences in happiness. They will not be equal the same way they're happy. They will not be happy similarly. And therefore they will not be happy in the same manner. And therefore there is a difference. And therefore that is because of the law of karma. We can understand that it is a law of karma. Even though it is a belief, it is a provable, it is something, it has a logic about it. And therefore the law of karma can be understood by tarka. Law of karma can be understood by tarka. Even though it is not the same thing, even though the karmakanda karmakanda is a matter of belief, but yet one can understand, looking at the society, one can understand, or looking at others' lives, one can understand, or looking at one's own life also, looking at one's own life and others' lives, one can understand through logic that there is some karma. Otherwise, without the karma, the happiness cannot come, the unhappiness cannot descend on one's head. And if it descends on one's head, it's because of the law of karma. And in this manner, one can understand. Akaro bhavati vishwam, ukaraschapi taisam. Akaro bhava, akaro nayate. If you perform separately the upasanas, akaro nayate vishwam. Akara, the akara, if you worship, akara is indeed the Jagrat Pada, Nayate Vishwam. The Vishwam is led. Is led to some kind of, is led to some Vishnu. Ukaraschapi Taijasam. Ukara is led to purity, let us say. Whatever was said in the before. Ukaraschapi Taijasam. Ukara is helped by Taijasam. Ukara helps the Taijasa. Makaraschapi Punah Prajna. Makara takes the Prajna up. Na amatre vidyate gatihi. Na amatra, when it comes to amatra, where there is no matra, where there is no dimension. Matra means dimension. Where there is no dimension, that is, there is no gati, there is no movement. Okay, that is understanding the truth. That is another in the aksharam, there is no gati, there is no matra. Dimension, in the dimension free truth, there is no gati. But but akara takes the vishwa up, ukara takes the taijasa up, and makara takes the prajna up. But then there is no gati in the amatra. Amatra means what is going to come next is the amatra. The amatra is going to amatra chaturtha. This is called the chaturtha. That is called turiya. Amatra means it is free from dimension. It is free from dimension. All others also, even Ishvara has no dimension, because the karyam is anantam and karanam also is anantam. There is only karya karana bhava, but there is no dimension at all. There is no dimension. Amatras chaturtha, avyavaharya. And you can't do any vyavahara about, you can't like or you can't dislike in. You can't like or dislike. It is not an object of perception. It is not an object of word, thought. And therefore, it is not an object of word and thought. That is all that kind of vyavahara. Jnana vyavahara also cannot be done. And therefore, vyavaharya. Prapancha. It is something in which prapancha has been resolved. Prapancha has been, there is no prapancha. The prapancha-ness, prapancha doesn't go away. Prapancha-ness goes away. Prapancha-ness goes away. Prapancha minus prapancha-ness, there is no prapancha. Prapancha-ness goes away. And therefore, prapancha upashamaha, shivaha, it is auspicious. It is auspicious because it is the fulfillment of his desire for fullness. Man's desire is always for fullness. And therefore, it's shivaha, it is shivaha, it is auspicious. It is something that is, when what you wanted, if it happens, abhishtam happens, then it is shivaha. Advaitaha, it is non-dual. Evam onkaraha, and it is indeed, it is onkara swarupam. Atma eva sanna, remaining atma eva sanna, samvishati. Atma eva samvishati, atmana atmanam. Atma enters itself as though through itself, by itself. Atma enters itself as though itself. Means what? Atma enters by itself means not entering. Atma recognizes itself. Self recognizes itself. Atma samvishati. Atmana atmanam means Atma recognizes itself. Sayevam Veda. The one who understands in this manner is indeed Evam Veda. His Atma, his self, enters itself. And enters itself means it doesn't, the Atma, Samvishati Atmana Atmana means Atma recognizes himself. He recognizes himself. That's all. Amatraha. It is Amatraha means it's free from dimension. It is absolute. Absolute means absolute. Swamiji, absolute dimension, you can't say. No. Absolute has no dimension. Like in Sushupti, when you are having anubhava of Sushupti, in that anubhava there is no dimension. The individuality has a dimension. Individuality has a size. It is size free. And therefore, it is, because it is size free, amatra. It is called amatra. No matra. Amatra means no matra. Amatra. Chaturtha. It is turiyaha. Avyavaharyaha. It is something that cannot be interacted with. It cannot be an object of senses. It cannot be an object of the eyes. It cannot be an object of thought, etc. Prapanchopashamaha. It is something that makes the universe. It is one with the. When we know the prapancha, when we know that what is the karanam of the prapancha being one with the karanam, it is upashamaha, shiva. It is shivaha means it is something auspicious. Whenever the abhishtam happens, Abhishtam happens, you feel very happy. Therefore, it is Shiva, Advaita. It is something, it is Advaita. It is non-dual. Evam Onkaraha. Advaita evam Onkaraha. And Onkara Swarupam ityartha. Atma eva samvishati atmanatmano. Atma eva. He enters himself, by himself. Evam Veda. The one who understands in this manner. ओंकारम पादशो विद्यात. ओंकार को पादशो विद्यात. पादा मात्रा न संशय. पादास आर matras, न matras आर पादास. न संशय, there is no doubt. Omkaram padasho vidyat. Omkaram padasho. Omkara, the divisions of Omkara are called matras. The divisions of Brahma are called padas. The states are called padas. And Omkara has got matras. And the Omkaram padasho vidyat. Omkara has to be applied to the Brahma padas. Brahma padas are Jagrat pada, Swapna pada, Sushupti as a pada, and then Amatraha. Matraha na samshayaha. Pada matraha, the matras are indeed padas, the padas are indeed matras. That means there is Abhidhana and Abhideya yoho ekatvam. Matras are referred to the name. Padas refer to the nami, the named. The name and the named Abhidhana and Abhidhana, both of them are one and the same. If they are one and the same, they can be one and the same as Nirvikalpam, as Nirvisesham. As Nirvikalpam or Nirvisesham. It doesn't matter at all. Matra na samshaya, there is no doubt. Omkaram padasho jnatva, having understood the Omkara through as the padas, Omkar, having understood the divisions of Omkara to be the divisions of Brahma, Jnatva nakinchidapi chintayet. Nakinchidapi chintayet, you don't have to do any prescription. Chintayet means chintayati. Nakinchidapi chintayati. Chintayati means a person having understood, he is not giving a mandate. He is not receptive to any. Chintayati is a vidilinga. Chintayati. Therefore, we have to put it in lat lakara. Chintayati, na chintayati. He doesn't have any, because a jnani, you can't give a mandate to a jnani. And therefore, it is said, mandation is not required. Especially in the Shastram, you can't give any mandate. He is a jnani. Once we know he is a jnani, and you can't give a mandate to him. And therefore it is said, na kinchidapi chintayati. The latlakara has to be used. The na kinchidapi chintayati. Chintayet means chintayati. He is not worried about anything. He understands the truth. And there is nothing, he na kinchidapi chintayati. There is nothing to think about. And therefore, if there is nothing to think about, he doesn't think about anything. Because there is no second thing to him, and therefore he is only being there. He is only being present. He is only being present. And therefore he is only being there. And therefore, Omkaram padasho vidyat pada matraha na samshaya. Omkaram padasho jnatva nakinchidapi chintayat. Chintayat means it becomes vidilinga. It should be put in latlakar in the present tense. Chintayati. Present tense nakinchidapi chintayati. He doesn't think of anything else, because there is no second thing to him, and therefore he doesn't, because you think of anything is thought only to understand the truth, only to get the absolute anandam. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam prem bhavati. When a wife loves the husband, it is only not for husband's sake, but the wife loves the husband for her own sake, for her own peace. Similarly, the pati kamaya pati priya bhavati, atmanastu kamaya priya bhavati. Similarly, if a person loves the wealth, he doesn't love over the shoulders of the wealth. His eyes are set on fullness of the being. He wants only to be full. And therefore, the wealth becomes wealth is by choice. Wealth is loved by choice, but the happiness is loved without choice. When happiness is loved without choice, jignasa is is choiceless. When jignasa is choiceless, then Vedanta also, understanding yourself also is choiceless. And self-knowledge is choiceless, understanding Vedanta is choiceless. And therefore, when understanding Vedanta is choiceless, the class becomes choiceless. Yes. The class becomes choiceless. Yes, that is true. Class becomes choiceless. Yunjeta pranave chetaha, pranavo brahma nirbhayam. Yunjeta pranavo chetaha. May you keep your mind in the pranava. Pranava means onkara. In the pranave, pranavaha, chetaha. Chetaha means the mind. Pranava yunjeta. Chetaha, the mind has to be kept in pranava, the onkara. Yunjeta. Pranavo brahma. Pranava, onkara is indeed brahma nirbhayam. It is indeed nirbhayam, it is free from fear. And Brahma, Onkara is free from fear. Nirbhayam. Pranave nitya muktasya, nitya yuktasya. A person who understands the Pranava is Brahma means there is Abhidanam. Pranava is Abhidanam and Brahman is Abhideyam. Abhidhana, Abhideyo, Ekatvam is there. And therefore, that's why Yunjeta Pranave Chetaha, Pranavo Brahma Nirbhayam. Pranave Nitya Yuktasya Na Bhayam Vidyate Kvachit. And therefore, when you keep the mind in the Pranava, there is no Bhayam at all. Why? Because Bhayam is only in the Sushupti. You are this source of everything. And therefore, as Karanam, you are the Karanam. As Nirvisesham, you are Nirvisesham. And therefore, as Karanam understood, you are free from Karya Karana Bhava. Karanatvam understood is you are free from Karanatva Bhava. And therefore, when we say that the Jagrat and Swapna are Karyam, Sushupti is the Karanam, and Nirvis Chaturthuriyam is the Nirvisesham. What does it mean? Karya Karana Bhava. Karya Karana, Sushupti understood as the Karanam is the Nirvisesham. Nirvisesham means that what is the Nirvisesham? It is Onkara. It is not Abhideya. Abhidana, Abhideyo. You can't go on saying that Abhidanam is Abhideyam. There is oneness even in the fourth state. It is Onkara Swarupam. We can't say that Abhidana and Abhideya are one in the Karanam understood is not the Karanam. That's all. And when the Karanam is understood, you are free from Karana Bhava, Karya Karanatvam, and therefore you become Ajaha. You become Ajaha means you are free from Karya Karana Bhava. Karya Karana Bhava understood, you are free from Karya Karana Bhava. That is Abhidana Videya Bhava, and they become oneness. Oneness is Vidana Videya Bhava, as they are both one together. Literal Mukhya Rupena, their Mukhya Ekatvam is there. Both of them have got Mukhya Ekatvam as Nirvisesham. And therefore they have the Mukhya Ekatvam. And therefore that Nirvisesham, in the Nirvisesham there is no Bhayam. Like in Sushupti, there is no fear at all. You transcend the thought, you transcend the body, you transcend the breath. My prana will go away in this manner. There is no fear of life. There is no fear of death also. You are free from the fear. And you transcend the body, you transcend everything. You transcend the whole universe. All relationships are transcended. When you transcend the universe, when you transcend the body, you transcend every relationship. And therefore, you falsifying that your embodiment is what is required. Falsifying the embodiment is what is required. And therefore here it is said, Pranave nitya yuktasya na bhayam vidyate kvachit. Vidyate kvachit means at any time there is no fear at all. Therefore, Pranavohi Aparam Brahma. Pranavohi indeed Aparam Brahma. Aparam Brahma. Aparam Brahma means Upasyam Brahma. Pranavam Param Parasmruta. It is both Upasyam and it also Param Brahma. Para Brahma. Param Brahma. Para Smrutaha. It is indeed Paraha and it is indeed Aparaha. It is Aparam Brahma, it is Para Smrutaha. Pranavascha Parasmrutaha. As Paraha it is Jnayam, as Aparaha it is Upasyam. And depending upon the Adhikaratvam, because it was said before in the Karika, it was said Ashramaha Trividaha, Hina Mana, Hina Madhyama, and Uttamaha. Iti three ashramas are there. We are not talking about the ashramas of Grihastha ashrama, Vanaprastha ashrama, etc. We are talking about the Hina, Madhyama, and Uttamas. The Uttama Adhikaris and Madhyama Adhikaris and Hina Adhikaris, those who are very slow thinkers, mediocres, and brilliant, the bright, the mediocres and the slow thinkers, etc. And even the mediocres become Uttamadhikaris if you are exposed to Vedanta. And therefore, Pranava Prasmrutaha, Apurvaha, and the Nirvishesham is Apurvaha. It is Apurvaha means there is no before to it. Anantaraha, there is no after to it. Abhakeha, there is no outside to it. Anaparaha, there is nothing second to it. There is no gap to it, gap from it to anything. And therefore there is no Pranavo Avyayaha, and it is something. Brahman is something, it is Akshara. Nirvishesham is something, it is changeless. Pranava means Pranava Swarupam is indeed Avyayaha. It is indeed, it doesn't change. It doesn't change at all. Avyayaha, it is free from Vyaya. And therefore it is Pranava Aparam Brahma. When it is Upasyam and it is also Jnayam. It is to be understood and it is also to be worshipped. Apurvaha, it has no before, means it is timeless. It is not something that is Anantaraha. Anantaraha means it has no Antaratvam. There is no second thing. Antaraha. It has no inside, it has no outside. Anaparaha. There is no second thing to it. Pranavaha, the Pranava Swarupam, Onkara Swarupam is Avyayaha. Avyayaha means it is changeless, and therefore it is changeless. Pranavohi Aparam Brahma, Pranavascha Parasmruta. When you meditate upon Param Brahma, when you do Upasana upon Param Brahma, you become purified in the mind. A hena person, even a slow thinker, when he becomes when he worships Brahman, then he becomes purified in his mind. When he becomes purified in his mind, he can understand the truth better. And therefore, he also becomes Uttamadhikari. Even Madhyamadhikari and the Adhamadhikari also become Uttamadhikaris. They will be capable of understanding the truth if they are exposed to Vedanta properly, consistently. If they are not exposed to Vedanta, then if they discontinue, then it is a problem. The discontinuity creates a problem. Continuity is exact. Consistency makes a big difference. Consistency makes you capable of understanding things. When you are consistent in anything, consistency means a lot. Consistency means a lot. Therefore, consistency, even though he is a hena person, but if he is exposed to Vedanta consistently, then he can understand the truth. He becomes capable of understanding the truth. And who is that? And he a hena person, or a madhyama person, or a uttama person. All of them. In fact, if that is ultimately upasana, the ultimate intention is not upasana. Upasana is a sadhanam, whereas jijnasa is not sadhanam. It's not a sadhanam. Discerning is not sadhanam. Sadhana is purifying preparing your mind. That is called sadhana. The sadhana for understanding is different from sadhana for purifying the mind. In fact, it is not called sadhana. It is called only vichara. It is only called vichara. It is not called sadhana. When you objectify when you prepare the mind, if you follow dharma, then it is sadhana for preparing your mind. That is karma yoga is a sadhana. Karma yoga is a sadhana, but vichara is not a sadhana, please. And therefore, karma yoga is a sadhana. Karma yoga is a sadhana, but vichara is not a sadhana. Vichara is a vichara only. Vichara is different from sadhana. Sadhana means, to prepare the mind to go, preparing the mind to think, etc. But discerning is different from sadhana. And therefore, many people say, we are doing sadhana, etc. What kind of sadhana you are doing? Are you doing discerning? No. We are not doing discerning, etc. But then we are doing only sadhana. What is that sadhana that you are doing? What is the use of that sadhana? What is the use of that sadhana? There is no use of sadhana. Sadhana, if you do without discerning, it's of no use. And therefore, sadhana is only, there are two kinds of sadhana. One is discerning, that is called vichara. You call it as vichara. It is not sadhana, it is called vichara. And the other thing is called sadhana. Every sadhana, the sadhyam is only the mental preparation. The mental preparation is the sadhyam. The sadhana is the sadhaka is a person who is a sadhaka. Is a person who is a sadhaka. The one who does the sadhana is a sadhaka. And therefore one doesn't have to feel that one is indeed, one doesn't have to feel that one is indeed a hina or anything or madhyama. Everybody has to feel that I am a uttamadhikari, and then one doesn't have to feel that I am a hinadhikari, I am a madhyamadhikari, etc. Even if he is a hina and madhyama, it doesn't matter. But he is thinking that I am uttamadhikari, that I am qualified for understanding the truth. It makes a long difference, makes a lot of difference. It makes him self confidence makes a lot of difference. And therefore, here it is said that Pranabhohi aparam Brahma. Omkara is indeed the Upasyam Brahma, and Omkara Swarupam is indeed Param Brahma. It is Jnayam Brahma, and having understood Apurvaha, it is as Nirvishesham, it is Apurvaha, it has no before. Anantaraha, it has no after. Abhakeha, it has no outside. It has no Anaparaha, it has no second thing. Pranavohi Abhyayaha, Omkara Swarupam is indeed Abhyayaha. It is changeless. And the more of it we will see in the next class, please. Thank you very much. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Supposing we complete little early, one day early, then we can revise it, the whole thing. Thank you. Thank you, Ji.